there, I am back. This is part 2 to the love bombing, love ambush grooming stage of a covert narcissist. It's so funny. As soon as I finished part 1, like when I clicked N to record, this popped to my head. So I knew I wasn't as specific in my first video, and I'm here thinking, like, trying to remember something specific for you guys, and I'm like, there are so many movies out there that has details to look out for, and I found 3 that I knew I watched, and it was kind of creepy to me. Some were funny, but there are certain ones that was like, you know, looking back at it now, it's like, yeah, that person does show that trait. So the first one is a funny one. I love this movie. Just for what it was, but there was a couple. First, the movie's called Couples Retreat. It has Vince Vaughn in there. He's so funny. But the couple I want you to focus on is the one where Jason Bateman and Kristen Bell plays. He and all narcissists, they have this trait as well. They're very controlling. Whether it's obvious or not obvious, they're still controlling. So I'm gonna put a scene in here. Hopefully I can find a scene to kind of trim it down, where you could tell he is as if he's showing like he's caring about the person, about his wife. They're very organized, but he's controlling the moment and is like, you know, do what I say, or like it's never her initiating something. And I realized for me, the controlling part that I can remember in my covert narcissist relationship was he never came to me. We lived like 45 minutes away from each other, and you know, my thing is, you even though I was the one who initiated the relationship, because for me, I didn't want to just linger on with the person after us meeting. I wanted to know what's her status. And you know, he said, and he was like kind of, I don't know, like the way how he said it was like, we're exclusive, but it felt forced. And I'm like, a person that responds like that, like, you either say, you know, we're boyfriend, girlfriend, or you're my woman, I'm claiming you. The word exclusive was just weird to me. Remember one time too, he said that he sent me a poem, which I thought was cute, but then he said in the poem, my lover. And the only time I see lover used is one of 2 things. Whether it's for same-sex relationship, which is okay, but we're man and woman. And the other time is like when a mistress is, or when a man is cheating on his wife with a mistress, they're lovers, or other way around. So when he said that we're lovers, I just felt like he was just saying like we're sex partners. That's how it came off to me. Maybe I overreacted, but anyways, let me get back to what I was trying to say. So we lived 45 minutes away from each other, and I noticed I would always go to him. I was one with the car, so he never came to me. He only came to me once, and this is because somewhere where we really wanted to go was in my neighborhood, surprisingly. But then I ended up going back to his place with him being my passenger in my car. Another time he came to my neck of woods was when we after I found out that he was cheating, that I told him, well, you need to come to me. And I don't know, at that point, you know, when you about to lose somebody, you try to do anything to keep hold off them. I think that's what he was going through. So he ventured out to me at that point, but those were the only 2 times that he was near me. And it's kind of sad. Again, we've been together for 2 years, so just think about it. Me driving all the way to him, and I consented. I'm not saying, you know, he forced me, but it's just me being caught up in the mind manipulation that I saw it, but I didn't want to focus on it, right? So, but when you get a chance, go watch Couples Retreat. The next one, this one is so obvious. This one is Twilight. The first Twilight between Edward and Bella. that movie, I remember it captured the hearts and minds of teens, girl teens back then, and I liked it too. I thought it was cute and everything. The thing between Edward and Jacob, but Bella, so this is how I see the movie. So Edward, of course, was showing a lot of creepy, weird demeanor. Like, he was like a creep. Like, he's always there, or he knows about her. I know he's a vampire and whatever, but the way how it came off, he was just smothering her too much in the beginning, like pretty much like molding her into what he wanted her to be. And even though the movie doesn't focus on that, but you do see, if you keep watching the sagas, that she eventually merged into the family, then had the baby. You're not supposed to, because one is a human, one is a vampire, all type of things. But that was something that stood out to me. But then one of the other Twilight, so I forgot which one, it's the one where he left, and because he's trying to protect her, and she was all by herself, she was depressed. And then Jacob, the werewolf, he was, pretty much her shoulder. So it's as if Edward's narcissism personality kind of moved on to her, because if you notice in that other saga, she kind of used Jacob, like, because Edward wasn't in her life, she was using him to fill the void. Like, he was at that point her supply system, and that kept her going. And if you remember that same saga, as soon as Edward came back, I think that redhead girl was chasing her or something. I don't remember though, because they had so many. But I remember as soon as he came back in the end, it's as if Jacob didn't even exist. Like, she used him the whole time. And that's what narcissists do. Like, they show that they're interested into you, and they always want to be around you, and they give you a fake smile. Because Bella's character, her facial expression was kind of questionable to me too. It's as if she's trying to mimic a happy person, or chill person. She can't think for herself. That's how it came off to me. But the first Twilight, and I'll try to find a scene that I noticed. I'll probably put them in the description section, so look out for the links. And then the other Twilight, where she used Jacob. And then let me see if I could compare myself to that one. Can't really think of anything right now, just the being nice in the beginning. So there's also a difference between a nice person and a kind person, and I'll have a different video to describe the difference between those two. Then the last one that I forgot about this movie, there's this Tyler Perry movie. It is called Temptation: Confessions of a Marriage Counselor. So this one might be a little bit more of an overt narcissist, but at least you could see some traits that I was trying to put out to you guys. So I believe the main wife character, her real name is Journey Smollett Bell. She's a real good actress, by the way. So she was married to let me see, in the movie she was married to that guy from that movie. I can't think of his name right now. Wait 1 second. Lance. His real name is Lance. This is Gross. So they met when they were young, and that was true love. And this is one thing when you meet somebody real in your life, somebody that's true, and that's just for anything, whether it's a person or an item that you purchase. Everything that is new will get old, but everything that's true stays through. So when you get married to someone, you're going to go through ups and downs, but that's normal. And that person will not show like they're always flashy, or you're always in their world. You'll never feel confused with a real person, trust me. But the guy that she fell for while she was with her husband, because I guess to her it got bored, that was her first, was the a character, his real name is Robbie Jones, I believe. Real handsome guy, and that's how narcissists, they're very clean, very polished, very handsome, no pimples, hairline is always like straight and just neat. They work out, skin is beautiful, and their demeanor is like, oh, you gonna see me. Like, watch that movie, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. But again, he's more for overt, so he does get physical. But the way how in the beginning, he draws her in, like, what he can't do for you, I could do for you, and oh, look at my flashy car and my flashy life and all this stuff, and then make her so consumed in his world that she got blinded. Like, I'm pretty sure she didn't expect to even fall for someone, being that she was with someone. Even her mother was like, something ain't right here. But those 3 movies, I think, will really, really help, so you can see the different type of traits of a narcissist. And I think that really breaks down the love bombing. I don't think I'll make another part to this, because between the first thing that I said, and then the movies links I'm gonna put down below, it will mesh all together for you to get more of an understanding. But if you have any other questions, like if something specifically is happening to you right now while you're in your relationship, and you feel that gut feeling, but you just unsure, you want to ask me, hey, put your comment down below. I don't think YouTube has the inbox feature anymore where you can send a message, but trust me, I'll be looking out for your questions, comments, and look out for the links with these movies. Or when you get a chance, maybe a weekend, you watch all 3 movies, or just break it up so you can see the traits that I'm talking about. All right, so I'm happy I was able to think of this in the same day. So I may not post both part 1 and 2 in the same day, because now I have to edit both videos. But trust me, you will get it as soon as possible. And I'm here if you need to even let out some stuff, because like I told you in the first video, I was in the first part of the love bombing. I was in also an overt relationship, and that was very, very stressful. But when I was going back to the Twilight movie, I remember how I thought that was a cute relationship between Edward and Bella. And this is true when they say that whatever you put out into the universe, you attract it back to you. So you put out those type of feelings, what you're looking for, it comes back to you. And I feel that during that time frame, I thought the Edward Bella thing was real love, and then I attracted something like that. I attracted that with the Temptation guy, where he was abusive, but that was me manifesting something that I thought was normal. So that's why they say, like, if you keep getting to the same type of relationships or situations, you're the one that's attracting it. So the end of all my categories for covert narcissism, I'm going to have a video to help you attract what you believe in life, what you should have, not what you think you should have, or what you want, or what you think you want. Especially if you're a younger person. When I was young-minded, it was like, hey, I see what the other girls like, I see what the young guys like, and it's like, well, I don't want to be left out, I want to be a follower. That's never a good mentality to have. But when we get to that point, I will break it down more for you. I'm gonna end the video, and I'm sorry this one is over 10 minutes. I tried. But I'm gonna start with the other part, okay? Talk to you soon. All right, bye.